So for our second example, we have a table showing the cost in dollars for room and board at a random sample of 25 U.S. colleges and universities in 2016, where we want to find a 95% confidence interval for the mean. And looking at this, for one, college is expensive. I know that, but it's very expensive. But for two, all we have here is data. So when we want to go through the steps that we had before in terms of being able to find all of these pieces, get the statistics, then get our critical values and the margin of error, we're going to have to do a lot of this stuff in the calculator anyway. If we want to be very efficient, we're going to have to go through and plug in all of these numbers and then do something to get that critical value, probably in the calculator. So it's not to say that you can't do this the long way, but when you're given a data set like this, you're really better served using the t-interval computation, because with that, you can have it take in the data set raw as it is. You can just use the data as a chunk in there, have it run on that data without having to compute anything else first, and you're going to get your desired window of values. You're going to get your desired interval, where if you use t-interval, the range that we will end up with is from 8,945.5 to 12,398. Put 2 in there because it is dollars technically. So we could say with 95% confidence, the mean cost of room and board in 2016 for U.S. colleges and universities was between $8,945.50 and $12,398 flat. Note that if you wanted the margin of error here, what we could do is take these two values, subtract the smaller one from the bigger one, and divide by 2, because, well, we want to find how far apart they are. We want to find that radius to get the margin of error. So we could, if we needed E in particular, get that E in this case is $1,726.25. $1,726, excuse me, and 25 cents. Where, in general, you don't always get the parameters to be given. So you should expect to be working for these things using the t-distribution. And if you want to get another example with this, there's another in the PowerPoint, as well as another with the calculator videos. But really, once you get one or two of these, you get basically any of them. They're pretty repetitive as you figure out what the flavor is generally. And the last thing we're going to look at from this chapter is a bit of a gear shift, where we're going to talk about these same sort of things, these same sort of constructions, but instead of talking about them for estimating the mean mu, we're going to look at how we can estimate a different type of thing, the population proportion, P. We'll see that next.